Hey, what's happening out there, YouTube? It's Carlos C&L Small Engine Repair and Lawn Care. How's everybody doing there today? Hey, wanted to talk to you about something right real quick. I'd made a couple videos on what you would need to get started, and in a bunch of them I said, you need a dealer. Well, question was kind of brought to me, how much these dealers cost to get in with them. And I thought that I'd mentioned some of that, but maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, Briggs & Stratton will cost you about $500. Kohler will cost you about $750. These are minimum part orders. You have to order that much in parts. Now, you're not losing that money. You're just spending $500 or $750 in parts. Now, Briggs & Stratton will want you to buy $500 worth of Briggs & Stratton, but they're kind of lenient with that. Kohler wants $750 of nothing but Kohler parts, Kohler engine parts. That don't mean everything else that dealer is carrying. So just kind of remember that. So I'm going to show you something here in a minute. I'm going to tell you the story right here kind of quick about this, how I found out about this company. A guy was going out of the Tanaka line of handheld equipment and going into Echo. So I went and bought a Tanaka handheld blower for the lawn care side of the business. Me and him got to talking. He asked me, he said, who you in with? And I told him, Briggs and Kohler. He said, have you ever heard of Rotary? I said, well, yeah, I've heard of Rotary, but I've never used Rotary. I've never really thought about it. To be honest with you, I just never thought about using Rotary. Rotary is an aftermarket company, but the stuff that they have is very high quality aftermarket, like this much of a high quality. We took apart 2 carburetors while I was at his shop. One was for a V-twin, the other one was for a single cylinder. We took the carburetors apart, measured everything. All the gasket material that was in Rotary is the same as what was in the OEM. We had the OEM sitting there, both, the dual carb or the V-twin and the single cylinder. Then we put the other ones next to it. Well, of course, they're going to look the same. When to the naked eye, just to look at one, you're going to be like, yeah, that's, it's the same thing. That's what an aftermarket does. They mimic the original equipment. But when we started tearing into them, it was more than just looks, guys. The machining on Rotary's equipment is awesome. The milling, how smooth and stuff like that it is, that's what you want to look at. Y'all have heard me talk before about Amazon. Sometimes you'll get just trash from Amazon and eBay. So kind of stay away from those guys. But as far as Rotary, from what I saw and what I looked at, inspected, the gasket material was the same. The diaphragms were the same. I mean, it just wasn't like the same thickness and looked the same. It was the same brand, okay? It's the same thing, except for it's a lot cheaper. Rotary Corporation, I got the book here. I'm going to tell you something real quick, though. Rotary, this is how fast it was. When I left that guy's shop, I called the sales rep. He gave me the sales rep's number. I called him. Sales rep emailed me the forms to fill out, the application. Took me like 5-10 minutes. Filled it out, sent it back in. That was on last Thursday, okay? That I talked to the guy. I didn't even fill the stuff out until Friday. Friday about 10:30, I emailed it all in. Friday, the same day, about 2:30, 3 o'clock, lady calls me back. Here's your dealer number. All you have to do is go to this link that I'm sending you in your email and set up a username and a password. Done. 15 minutes later, I was a dealer. No minimum parts order. Okay? Briggs & Stratton, or Power Distributors, they want $200 for free shipping. You got to put a parts order in for at least $200 for free shipping. Kohler's either $200 or $250. Anyway, Rotary has no minimum order, and it's only $115 and you get free shipping. Guys, it don't take you long to get to $115 in parts. I'm here to tell you. I wish I would have known about this a lot earlier than what I did. If I was just starting out and trying to start on a shoestring, you might say, I would definitely get a hold of Rotary. Man, they have got, I ain't gonna say they got everything, but most of the stuff that they have that you'll need, they have. Now they're not going to sell you complete engines, okay, Kohler or Briggs engines, but all the rest of this stuff, they use copperhead chainsaw chains and lawnmower blades is all copperhead stuff, and the bars for the chainsaw, they got weed eater string, belts, blades, carburetors, filters. They got 10,000 parts, okay? This is the book. 10,000 parts. I mean, this thing looks like the old Sears Roebuck catalog, but I'm going to show you a few things right real quick. The only difference that was in them carburetors that we was looking at was about $40 to you, $40 in your pocket. I'm looking through the book. I'm not staring off into space or nothing, guys. Well, just let me do this. All right, guys, let me show you something. I'm going to turn this around. All right, guys, these are oil change kits, okay, tune-up kits. And you can see, like this one here, this is what it fits, your command, twin cylinder, and there is the price. Now, that's not your price, but that's what they charge for. It's $42.95. But they've got all these kits. They've also got, I'm trying to do this in the car, I'm picking up my granddaughter, fuel filters and all this kind of stuff that you got in here, blades. Guys, they got everything in here. I'm going to give you the number right real quick. The number is, you can order Monday through Friday from 8 to 8, which is awesome, man. 1-800-841-3989. That's the order stuff. So you can call that number and get a hold of those guys too, and talk to them through there. I'm telling you guys, oh, and their next day air. So if you call in with $115 in parts orders before 1 o'clock, you're going to get your orders the next day. If not, if they don't have it to your closest warehouse, then the next one should have it, but they guarantee it in 2 days. So if you order a part on Monday before 1 o'clock, you're going to have that part no later than Wednesday. You can't beat that, guys. I'm telling you, Rotary Corp. Rotary Corp. Remember that. If you're just starting a lawn care business, lawnmower business, repair, small engine repair, man, go with Rotary. I'm telling you, if I would have found this a couple years ago when I started mine, that's what I'd have been doing instead of spending all this money. Because I understand a lot of people might not have that $750 or $500 to be a dealer. But there's no minimum startup. So, no minimum parts order. All they want you to do is order $500 worth of parts a year off of them. Guys, $500 a year in parts ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. If you don't spend at least $500 a year in small engine parts, then you're not very busy. You're probably not going to make it a whole lot. But anyway, like I said, check out Rotary. I'm going to close this thing out because I got to go get my granddaughter. I'm down here at her school, and you know, every other school around has school buses, but when you put them in these kind of schools, or not public schools, or it's a private school, but you put them in that, guess what? No buses, man. You got to go pick them up and drop them off. So I got elected to do it today. I ain't doing nothing else. Anyway, like I always close all my videos with, if whatever you do, no matter what it is, do it for the glory of God, or it ain't worth doing. Without Him, ain't none of this possible. And until next time, CNL is out.